Well, welcome, Dr. Suzie Pryor. Welcome to Central Valley Business Expo. We are talking from City of Modesto with all these amazing businesses. And I want to do a quick 5 to 10 minute interview with you, talk about your experiences, what drives you, and ask a lot of fun questions along the way. And hopefully with your questions, other people can get inspired like I was inspired when I talked to you initially. So welcome to the Reflections podcast. So how has your expo experience been so far?
Oh, it's been fabulous. I didn't know what to expect when I arrived, and I was immediately put on a panel, and there's this room full of a lot of young people. So it was very exciting, and I could see in that audience folks I just know are small business owners. You just, you have a sort of a feel for who in that room was doing small business already. And then the booths, I wish your audience were here because it's incredible. This is probably one of the best booth events I've ever been at. So yeah, I'm very excited.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit about your journey. You've been with SBDC for quite some time, and it serves a great purpose for our community in general, a business community in general. And tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your journey, and a little bit about SBDC.
Okay. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I have been the regional director of the Central Valley SBDC for about a year now. And the Central Valley SBDC focuses on 14 counties in the Central Valley and a couple counties on the central coast of California. But we look very much like SBDC networks across the country in that we try to meet small businesses where they are in terms of what are their startup needs, what are their funding needs, what are their technology needs, workforce needs, right? So that's what we do as an organization, and I think we do it very well. But I do think my own story probably is very relatable to folks who are looking to start a small business.
Sure.
Because in 1995, I thought I wanted to start a bookstore. And I tried looking for help, and I was saying this morning, I'm not sure exactly how I found my way to SCORE and an SBDC office, but I think I was sent by the SBA in Kansas City. And through that process, my bookstore idea was really picked apart. Mm-hmm. I had an advisor who was having me call the Booksellers Association and were saying, have you not read the market? All these small bookstores were closing all over the country.
And Amazon started around that time
Amazon,
too, right?
I make that joke. We started the same month, and for years I tell people, I'm still making money and Amazon isn't. And then, of course, our fortunes diverged.
Yeah.
But because of that SBDC experience, I ended up with a team of people to help me. Okay. And they gave me advising, they gave me counseling, and I ended up starting a British gift shop because I love British stuff. And at one point in my bookstore thinking, it was going to be British mysteries.
Sure.
And someone said, how about some British biscuits in the corner? So it ended up changing. Sure. And it changed for the better, and I had people who could help me think about my business model. I ended up doing some store-branded goods, and that store turned 30 this year. It grew during the pandemic. It grew during the housing crisis.
Right.
It was an amazing business. So I could not have done that alone.
No, absolutely.
I didn't have the skill set, didn't have the information. So that's what I get to do for a living now is help others do that.
So tell me about that experience when you started that idea of having a bookstore and somebody, your mentor, didn't really feel it the same way. And what did that made you feel, and how did that drive you where you are today?
That's an excellent question because that's probably the hardest thing.
Right.
I've also been an entrepreneurship professor for many years, and we always tell folks, don't fall in love with your idea.
Right.
It's people fall in love with their idea.
Right.
And you have to really ask, what am I really trying to do? What's the value proposition?
Sure.
And the reason I wanted the bookstore is I'd been to this little bookstore in Colorado, and there was a cat there, and there was a comfy chair, and it was just a communal experience.
Right.
So my advisor helped me arrive at that realization that it was less about books and more about community.
No question about it.
And I'll tell you this short thing about
Exhibit A.
Yeah. Well, when Princess Diana died.
Oh no. Yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah. And here I am in Lawrence, Kansas, with a British shop, and the community of expats from Britain needed a place to go grieve.
Right.
And that led them to our shop. That led to a memorial service.
Sure.
So it was extraordinary, and I think that's what I was trying to achieve with the bookstore.
Right.
It was a place for people to come and enjoy and see their neighbors.
So
It was hard to hear, yes.
no question about it.
worked.
I remember that time, and I think the entire world was still that particular evening when that
Yeah.
flashed. I mean, everybody knows where they were when that happened. So, and especially if you had that connection with her, especially as a woman, it hits people differently.
Yes.
So, I could see the outpouring across the globe. So, I hear you, and
Yeah.
I hope that has kind of made you stronger and just kind of see the world in a different light.
And I think that's, in truth, what small business owners get to do.
Right.
They see the world in a different light.
Right.
And they bring communities of people together.
Sure. And with SBDC, what are you showcasing today? I know you have a booth here.
Yeah.
And what are you showcasing here? What are your goals from Central Valley Business Expo?
A couple of things. We do have a new identity for this. One of our centers that runs from Mariposa down to Monterey.
Sure.
And we're calling it the Monarch SBDC because it follows the migratory pattern of the monarch butterfly.
Right.
So we're showcasing that and the services. We have a new director for that center.
Sure.
We also have a new regional capital access center. So we're talking to folks about that so that whether you need venture capital or a traditional loan or you want help with crowdfunding, we want to be a resource for every single business at startup
Sure.
or growth stages. And those who are strong financially and those who are a little
Right.
wobblier.
So obviously funding, it's changing all the time.
Yes.
It was very loose and then got very tight, and now I think it's getting back to a point where it's kind of balancing off.
Yeah.
So let's say if somebody who's a new business owner, I think one of the biggest challenges is scaling.
Yeah.
And they go like, okay, how can I scale if I don't have the funds, and how to allocate those funds? So how does SBDC help, not only just helping them see where they can find the funds, what is their best options and how they can scale, and what other resources are available to them?
We have extremely experienced advisors. So they're able to look at your financial model, and we're able to look at how a bank would perceive your model. So the guy that runs the Capital Access Center has been a banker. And so you and I, we go into a bank, we're naive, we're telling our story, we're excited.
Right,
The banker's looking at those numbers, and the banker understands things you don't necessarily understand
Sure.
about risk,
Right.
about reasonableness. You know,
Right.
they know what a
I've been there myself.
Yes,
I know it,
it's
yeah.
slow. And you realize later they don't see it the way you do. So
No.
we try to prep clients so that when you go to pitch to a bank, you're talking in banker
Have you
terminology.
helping them with the pitch and everything
We're
else?
helping them do
business planning,
everything.
And yes,
Writing the numbers, pitching the numbers,
that's awesome.
and
That's what they
saying,
needed that.
yeah, and sometimes we have to say, okay, we're going to have to work with you. We're
Sure.
going to improve credit, or we're going to improve collateral, or we're
Right.
going to show you an array of possibilities.
Right.
My biggest thing for a small business needing capital is come talk to us first.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn bridges with banks because you just inadvertently say the wrong thing. You don't want to put in a bunch of your own capital
Right.
and then have no funds for to show the bank.
Right.
So get in early is really the thing. You want to talk to someone who can help you navigate and best use the resources that you do have.
No, thank you so much. I mean, this is, I hope people that are listening, they can, obviously, the first person you want to call is SBDC.
Yeah.
And you obviously have a face to match that name. And I hope you all call here first and then get things started. So having said that, how can people connect with you?
Okay, so we are Central CASBDC online, so you can find us online. In Google SBDC and your zip code, your county, your city, and you will find your way
Right.
to an office. And today, we're sitting here, the Valley Sierra SBDC serves Modesto.
Sure.
And they have a phenomenal staff, and they do a lot in this community and in Stanislaus County.
Got
So
it.
if you're someone that's in this county, that's where you're going to head. So really, a simple Google search will get you to an SBDC.
Got it.
And we all have a book now, or get services now. And I should point out to folks, free services. They're paid for by your tax dollars. In California, it's the state of California. It's community partners like Opportunity Stanislaus, and it's the federal government. So don't hesitate. You pay for these services. It's free to you. And you can get both one-on-one counseling and lots of specialized training.
Right.
So,
And I think that's what it is. People pay so much money to consultants and all these. Every time somebody wants any help, they Google.
Yes.
And if somebody's putting an ad in Google, usually they're not going to be free. So you have these free resources available to you for you to get ahead in life, find something that you're passionate about, and then just go after it. So having said that, are you ready for some fun rapid fire questions?
I am ready.
Okay, let's go.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, that's fun. So are you early bird or a night owl?
Cattle dog?
Huh?
I'm a cattle dog. I think that's the third category, cattle dog.
Tell me more about it.
We're up all the time. We run and we chase our tails.
Got
and so, yeah, we are early bird, night owl, and everything in between.
That's interesting.
But if I had to pick one, it would be an early bird. I am an early
Easiest
bird.
way to get in touch with you, email or a phone call?
Text.
I like it. And I tell this to people all the time. I'm like, hey, email or phone call, most likely if I'm not in front of my desk, I'm not in a meeting, I'm not but if I see a text, the first opportunity I'll call you back.
So I do screen a lot of phone calls. You just get so many scam calls now. So.
A dog person or a cat person?
Dog. I grew up a cat person, but then I got cattle dogs. And now I am just a dog person. I've owned 3 dog boarding facilities.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think summer. I like to be warm.
Yeah. What about this weather, fall weather?
This is okay. I do a lot of walking, and it's getting dark so early.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of a shame, the darkness, but the weather is.
If you had a superpower, what would be your hidden superpower?
I think I would be able to read people's thoughts. Because I tend to trust everybody.
Right.
And I think everybody's brilliant.
Right.
And it would be nice if I could see inside there and go, they're a little disorganized.
Got it. Perfect. Well, Dr. Suzie Pryor, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for helping us understand what SBDC does and how people can benefit from it. And I hope people call you, or actually don't call you, text you.
Text me.
Or getting in touch with you on website or your social accounts. And we will definitely put it out there in our social media. And it's been a pleasure.
It has been a delight for me. Smash our button and his, because this is going to be a great podcast.
Thank you so much.